kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw is Jackson. It's caught by Roberts. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
This is taken at the 3.
Let's go. Let's do it. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A toss play to Chubb. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Watch the crowd. Slam, slam, slam. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let them know, let them know. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Michael. 53.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Roberts has it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Olivier Vernon able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, King. Hurry.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
180. Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
First down, Cleveland.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will get them 1 closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Hill. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
89. Watch 89.
This time Jackson will throw it. Got a man. It's Brown. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That goes for a gain of 31. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
On first down, Grant. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, it's certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that will shave one more off this lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And finally, he's out of bounds, but not before a great return. He's all the way inside the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Hill going to try the right side. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
53 to Mike. 53.
From the gun, Jackson. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Beckham, the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to...
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go back to Grant. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Watch that in. Watch that in. That is right. That is. You got 4. You got 4.
He can run for it, and he will. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.